Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Global Mass Meditation Live. Kelly and David here. We are blessed to be with you tonight with a very, very special meditation with an amalgamation of teachings from the ancients, from Jeshua, Jesus the Christ, and we have an initiation from Archangel Michael. All that in beginning in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll get started real quick here, but it's going to be a very powerful utilization of the full moon energies, which are in and around us. Anybody feeling those? Drop us a note in the chat. How are you feeling?
Yes, let us know where you're from. Let us know if you have been feeling these full moon energies come up over the last couple of days. I know a lot of people were saying they were having some trouble sleeping, and yeah, we always feel the energies. I always get a little bit emotional around the full moon time of the month.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. As well as fixed signs. So, the Leo, the Taurus, the Aquarius, the Scorpio. I guess they tend to feel it a little bit more. David's a Leo. I'm a Pisces, so I don't know. I just feel all the energies. I feel. Just a couple of messages before we get started tonight. If you are joining us from one of the other channels, the GFL station, Above and Beyond Duality, Zen Tones, we only live stream to those channels. So as soon as we're done live streaming, the feed will get cut off. So if you are joining us from one of those channels, please hop over to our main channel on YouTube, which is the Sunflower Life Official. And then you'll have all the playback to the meditation. And we did have a couple complaints just about YouTube putting ads on our meditation while you guys are trying to play it back. That happens when we're not live. So we just always recommend, if you don't have YouTube Premium, to download the Brave browser. So if you're watching it from like Google Chrome or Safari browser, download the Brave browser. It blocks all the ads, and then you guys can watch us ad-free. So I did want to say that. We also have a lot of our upcoming information and stuff that we are sharing on Instagram, and we're still trying to grow our community and our family of light on Instagram. So we are on at _sunflower_life. And we're always posting about what our meditations are going to be about, and just some sneak peeks about who our next podcast guests are going to be, and the upcoming energies and all of that. So no, everything is glorious. Everything's good. We will talk a little bit about our website and the mailing list, I think, after the meditation tonight. But
if you haven't checked out our website yet, www.thesunflowerlife.com. Don't forget the THE. We've got lots of stuff you can get there for free, lots of activations and invocations. We're going to try and make as much free as possible, if not everything. Been having a lot of discussions about that today, actually. And today really is about spiritual leadership. And I think you'd mentioned that one of our network, someone who's in touch with us, who follows our meditations, and said that the masters were really not saying come on, but wanting us to sort of step forward a little bit more. And if you're not ready to do that, that's fine, but I think a lot of people are. And that's tonight. We're going to go through a very powerful initiation with Archangel Michael at the end, and before that with Jeshua. But I think it's the spiritual leadership perspective, or the spiritual leadership mantle way of being, is really filtering what you think and say and do through the divine. And of course, we can only do that when we're connecting to the divine often, right? When we're allowing the divine to move through us. So if you haven't got that as a daily practice yet, we highly recommend that, calling in the divine, God, prime creator, or higher self. They're all connected. It's all one. Of course, your higher self is not God, but it's an extension of God in our view. But I'll be doing that regularly now, because there's going to be a lot of work to come, a lot of things coming up which are going to need your spiritual connection. There are a lot of people out there talking about building the new earth and disclosure, and all that's just so irrelevant unless you are doing the work to connect to divine. Because if you're doing and trying to put in modalities that involve new earth structures and things, for example, but you're not connected to divine consciousness, if you're not developing Christ consciousness, well, then you're going to be coming from more of a material place than if you were more enlightened. So that's just the way that we feel about that. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do things. Whatever you're doing is right for you. But tonight's certainly going to be a very special one. So
yeah, we've got lots of Australia in the house. Thank you all for joining us from the other side of the world. We just so appreciate you being here. We're well into the full moon energies now, full moon in Leo. So we're going to be focusing a lot on some of those Leo qualities tonight, the courage, the leadership, as David mentioned, and just the big-heartedness. So, the compassion, the generosity, the loyalty, all of that sort of thing tonight. So it's a snow moon. That's what they call it. And I think it happened this morning at about 10:30 our time. So we are well into those full moon energies and those Leo energies. So the other disclaimer, if you're just joining us for the first time tonight, we do like to work a lot with the masters, as David was mentioning, the likes of Jesus, the Christ, and full disclaimer, we are not religious.
Yeah, we don't practice any religion. We are more of a, I would say, universal teachings kind of pair. But whatever you follow, whatever is in your channel and in your box, hopefully it's open. It's not a box. Is great. You're welcome here. There's no judgment or critique wherever you're coming from with your background, and we welcome everyone.
It's just these teachings of the masters. They have done exactly what we're trying to do. They have connected to the intelligent infinity, and they have the ability to do the healing and perform the miracles. So, if their life and teachings is an embodiment of that level of consciousness, that's exactly what we're trying to achieve and embody ourselves. So, are we almost ready to get started?
You ready to go?
What were you saying there? Everything good?
Everything's great. Yeah.
All right.
No, the camera just went out of focus. I was like, oh, we glitched out the tech, but no, it's good. All right, guys. So let's get started. A 60-second countdown here. Let's start to get into the meditation vibes. Find yourself a nice space where you won't be disturbed for about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to layer in some music here. I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to pop that across like this, or maybe even down here like this. Let's have a look. Or down there. There we go.
So we are talking about leadership tonight. So the message that's coming through strongly for me is that love will lead us.
There we go.
Been singing it all day, and I just posted it on our story.
All right, family of light, let's get serious but not personal. Let's get relaxed but focused. And to remember, while we are tuning in tonight, let us step forward as the masters and the angelic realms are asking us to do. Let us answer the call individually and in turn as a collective. Let us close our eyes together now and dial in. A quick exercise to move into the higher chakras. Take a deep breath in through the nose, all the way in, filling up every ounce of your lungs and blowing out through the mouth. And then on the next breath, breathe in and draw in your lower chakras, right from the root chakra, up through the heart, through the throat, through the third eye, through the crown, up into your soul star, all the way up into the grand central sun, clearing those lower chakras. You can make the breath sudden, or you can do it gradually. Let's just clear out the lower energies. And as you breathe out, let every strand of muscle relax in the skeletal system, these wonderful physical bodies. You can continue doing that if you like, or you can follow along with Alice Bailey's soul invocation as we bring in the hierarchy. Let us prepare our energies. Connect the soul to the physical vessel now with these words. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am divine design. I call upon the pillar of the pure white light, the Christed light, to descend upon me, form all around me, purify and cleanse me, move through me now. I ask for the presence of the I am that I am. Merge and join me now. So be it, and so it is. Call upon the archangels to join us from the four directions. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. All the guides and team that you're with, bring them into. Just invite them in with your mind's eye. See them gathering around you. Let us call upon the great divine hierarchy who are with us at all times. They only ask us to raise our vibration to theirs so that we may be among them. So for the work of the light tonight, we summon forth and ask for the presence of Jesus the Christ, Saint Germain, the loved one, Zoroaster, the king, Zarathustra, the Magi, Lao Tzu, the old sage, the Buddha, Babaji, the Eternal One, Lahiri Mahasaya, the Smiling Guru, Sri Yukteswar, the Teacher, Paramahansa Yogananda, the Gift, El Moria, the Lord of the First Ray, Kuthumi, the Great Guiding Light, Dwal Kul, the Master Teacher, Paul, the Venetian, Great Serapis Bey, the Lord of Ascension, Hilarion, the Bringer of Joy, the English Master, Douglas Baker, the Keeper of this ashram, Kuan Yin, the Incandescent One, Aina, the Ninth Dimensional Guide, Krishna, the Avatar, Mohammed, the Prophet, and Joshua, who walked with God. The Masters in you, Savior in you, Yahweh in you. Let us activate the pineal and take a deep breath in through the nose and hold the breath. Activate, activate. Release. Take another deep breath in when ready. Lighting up the cave. Hold the breath. Activate the great celestial antenna, the pineal. and release. And when ready, a final deep breath in and hold once again. Lighting up the cave. Activate, and release. Let us feel ourselves enter a different state of relaxation, another level down. Let us go a level deeper now together.
Welcome, family of light, to these incredibly powerful snow moon energies in Leo. This Leo full moon is bringing the mood of courage and confidence, along with the potential for sudden change. You may keep hearing that 2023 is going to be an intense year as the Great Awakening persists in taking root and the old ways of deception and discord continue to be exposed. There is a massive divide amongst humanity. So yes, this does make for some intense times. And it is us, the light workers, the wanderers, the way showers, that are being called upon now to lead the people, our brothers and sisters, into a new age of thinking and doing. Many might be thinking they do not want this responsibility, that how could I possibly be a leader in the midst of all this chaos, as I too am trying to find my footing. I too am caught up in the confusion, and I also feel stuck in between the two worlds. And the answer might surprise you, but let us go deeper into these full moon energies now, as we are being asked to surrender and let go. Release now any pressure that you might feel to do anything or to lead anyone. There is no pressure here, only a safe and protected space for you to relax and absorb the message to come. This is your time to connect with the divine. And if you are hearing these words, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Allow yourself to release and relinquish any expectations you may have for this meditation, and just get comfortable and breathe deeply. The full moon is here to help us bring clarity to what we desire. So we will set our intention for this meditation together to bring us exactly what we need in order to navigate whatever comes our way, to integrate all of these energies and upgrades, and to truly allow us to step into the power and become the highest versions of ourselves, our true selves, embodying that which is pure love. As this snow moon takes place, the prominent sensation is to be acknowledged and valued for what makes us each unique and different, to to be recognized, seen, heard, and celebrated for everything that we are now. So let us just take a moment to find gratitude for simply being you. You are beautiful and perfect, and I see you. I feel your energy and presence in this space, and I want to tell you that you are very much appreciated. But just know, and it is important to remember, that the most fulfilling kind of validation always comes from listening to your own heart. And at the end of the day, how you feel about yourself will always be what matters the most. So as you fall deeper into a place of relaxation, really listen to your heart. It is now more important than ever to let your heart guide you. For your heart is the barometer for truth. And it is time to take the reins, dear ones, and lead with courage. Courage to open your mind and open your heart. For major heart chakra activations are underway, along with new shifting and emerging timelines. For this is truly a magnificent time to be alive. And we get to be here to create and co-create the reality that we will experience in this physical realm. This is why the realization of your own power is so crucial. The understanding that your own thought, word, and deed, or action you take repeatedly is not only contributing to this existence, but literally constructing and forming the very sustenance of its being. So you are a leader in the sense, if you wish to be or not. You are a leader because you are a co-creator, a God made in the image of God, an extension of the intelligent infinity of which you were created by. So again, there is nothing you need to do, beloved, in order for you to become that in which you already are. You only need to move out of the way and stop trying to be or trying to control. For the intelligent energy and information is already there within you. Your only job is to tap into it and access the knowledge that is already there. There is nothing for you to figure out on your own. For you are a child of God, and it is within you. What you seek is already present inside of you and existing in your DNA. The true secret of life is God expressing through the Christ of the individual. Call it what you will, God, Source, Intelligent Infinity, the Creator. The point is that the power, this energy exists within you, within all of us. And when we realize and become aware, this is the activation the Christ consciousness in the individual. Jesus was the first to recognize and demonstrate this fully. Jesus stands only to be of service, as all great souls do. Jesus stood forth and proclaimed that the Christ abides in him, abides in all, and that the celestial voice that declared him the beloved Son announced all stand as sons and daughters of God. Jesus boldly taught that ignorance is the cause of all sin, that if we, all of humanity, cannot recognize the Christ as the living, vitalizing essence of God within us, then we are grossly ignorant of the most important factor governing our lives. He taught that disease is the effect or result of this sin of ignorance, that sickness is not a punishment sent from God, as many believed it to be, but it is the result of humankind's misunderstanding of our true being. Jesus taught that it is the truth that sets us free, and it is the purity of these teachings that has caused them to live on through to this day. He was a true embodiment of the Christ within, and a true leader, in the sense that he allowed the power of intelligent infinity to move through him as he willingly stepped aside. Jesus, through Christ, was able to see that humankind must learn that this ignorance is simply our own disregard and lack of understanding that the divine mind is the creative principle, and we are in direct relation to it. He saw that it is not God who forgives sin, for God has nothing to do with sin, nothing to do with sickness and inharmony of humanity. This is something that humans brought into being and into existence ourselves. And therefore, we are the only ones who can erase or forgive this. So in order to practice forgiveness, or the science of forgiving, we must be enlightened to the fact that it is we who have the power to forgive all sin, discord, and inharmony, for we are the ones who created it. Jesus claimed that in order to forgive hate, he centered his attention on love. And this is when he saw it manifest in the world about him. This truth was the inherent light that he saw in all, which would lead them out of darkness when applied with understanding. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, is the concept that the moment we become fully acquainted with any physical truth is the moment we become free from our own ignorant beliefs. And the moment that we become free from the belief that we are merely human beings, subject to the human laws of life, such as death and limitation, which human beings have imposed, is the moment that we are all set free from limitation, that we can be influenced by the strength of divinity and come in direct contact with it. Thus, forgiveness is a twofold mission, for it frees both the erring and the loving one. As the back of the application of forgiveness is a deep and radiant love, a love that desires to give for the joy of giving, with no thought of reward. These words are as true for us as they are of Jesus. Our sins, sickness, and discord are no more a part of God or our true self than fungus is a part of the plants in which they attach themselves. They are the false excrescences which have gathered upon the body as a result of wrong thinking. The thought of disease and disease are merely the cause and effect. Erase and forgive the cause, and the effect disappears. Erase the false belief, and the sickness vanishes. This was the only method of healing Jesus ever resorted to. He erased the false image in the consciousness of the one who he ministered. He would raise his own vibrations of his own body by connecting his own thoughts with that of the divine mind. Having thus raised the vibrations by his steadfast thought of divine perfection for all, and this enabled him to raise the vibrations of the one he healed until the image of imperfection was entirely erased, and the perfection was instantaneous, and the forgiveness was complete. You will soon find that by fixing your own thoughts steadfastly on God and divine perfection, you can raise the vibrations of your own body so that they will blend so harmoniously with those of the divine perfection that you are absolutely one with divine perfection and thus one with God. You are then able to influence the vibrations of the bodies of others with whom you come in contact, as they begin to see the perfection that you see. Thus, you may fulfill the divine mission, and your part is then complete. Or you may see imperfection, and thus lower the vibrations until imperfection is the result. But if you do this, you will not escape reaping the harvest you have sown. It is through these perfect and loving thoughts that keep the vibrations of our bodies in direct touch with the divine and perfect vibrations. And this seed is the Word of God that finds lodgment in every receptive heart. And in order to bring forth the abundant harvest of spiritual understanding, our thoughts must continuously vibrate with the perfect, harmonious thoughts from the divine mind, or mind of God. We soon find we have the power to enslave or to free ourselves as we forgive every sin, every ignorance of the whole human family through our attitude of thought, word, and deed. and through the vibrations released accordingly out into the whole world, we will soon find that we are sustained by the omnipotence itself, the power to free ourselves and our fellow mankind from bondage, all through the process of divine thinking. This is true mastery. This is true leadership. So, my message to you is to persevere. We are the family of light, and much of the darkness will vanish within the first few rays of light that we share. Others are more firmly rooted in consciousness and require patience and determination. But true forgiveness will bless and purify all, and it all begins in the heart of the individual. We are living in a world of thinkers, where thought is the most potent agency in the universe. You will soon recognize that thought is the mediator between the divine mind and every bodily ailment or discord in the world. And if you continue to practice looking immediately towards the divine mind when any discord or inharmony arises, you will find that divine love is ever ready to give its healing balm of pure love to those who seek. And it was fresh from the heart of love that Jesus came, understanding this relation between God and humans, and in his fearless, courageous recognition of spirit as the only power, he proclaimed the supremacy of divine law, which, when understood and applied to every act of living, will transform suffering into radiance and will usher in the kingdom of heaven upon earth. So let us take a moment, dear one, and just breathe and connect with the divine mind and the perfection that you are, and the perfection that is all around you. Visualize the kingdom of heaven and what that looks like to you. As we prepare to move even deeper into this next portion of our meditation, take this with you. The awareness of your own mindset and your own thoughts. And every time they start to move away from the frequency of love and perfection, just be mindful. Every time you feel the fear creep in, or lack or limitation starts to come up for you, just be aware that it's happening, and consciously choose to use your own free will, power, and leadership to consciously choose to see the love and perfection that is everywhere and all around us, that already exists within you, and that is already every part of your beingness.
So, beloved ones, we come to a special time, a special moment. Tonight, of course, there is no time where we're going. the higher realms wish to recognize you listening to this. It's no accident that you're here. There's no mistake that you hear these words. So let us now bring our awareness to our third eye and focus our consciousness and awareness there. As you do, you notice a little doorway without a door, about 3 inches behind the bridge of your nose. Focus upon this for a moment. This is the celestial gateway. We wish to invite you now to move through the doorway into the golden light. As you do, a great flash of light occurs, and you find yourself with the family of light above the earth, looking down upon it in a great circle. You and thousands of the family of light have come tonight for an initiation to leverage the full moon energies to activate the spiritual leadership within you. In the center of the circle, there is a great ball of white light, glowing so intensely it's almost difficult to look at. All of a sudden, a great pillar of white light flows down from the grand central sun, striking the ball and connecting with it. A great pathway is now open, a great vehicle is now available for you to travel within. You are invited to move towards the great pillar of light in the center. You notice other light workers are as well. As you reach the great pillar of light, you are taken upon a journey up through a great golden Christed light wormhole, moving fast, incoherently fast, but you feel safe. There is nothing to fear here. We are on a journey up to the grand central sun. After a short time, we arrive at our destination, the great stellar central sun, the grand central sun. You see, like ships coming out of warp, are the starseeds and light bearers arriving. It is a brilliant golden white sun, illuminating everything and everyone. You may feel a familiarity with this place. This is because you have been here many times before, beloved one. In the dream state and other dimensions, you have come here to do this work with many other light bearers, starseeds, all souls, wanderers, and the like. It is now time for you to gain access to a sacred world pyramid to receive an initiation from the angelic realms. What you choose to do with this initiation is up to you. But remember, it is no accident that you are here. Across the ages, many have felt the great burdens of leadership, But this is not so tonight. The leaders of light, you, and many others, are marching towards a golden sunrise, a new birth of humanity, a new dawn, free of all the bounds and the limitations that has plagued humanity for the eons of time. Another great flash of golden white light happens, and as it comes to, you find yourself within a great etheric pyramid. This pyramid is held for the most sacred initiations and meeting places of the higher realms. It is one of many that you will also gain access to in the future. So take a deep breath in now, and breathe out and relax. You have made it thus far, and you will make it much further. In the pyramid is a great crystal table with a violet flame underneath, forever burning and transforming. It has no heat, only divine properties. Above the table is a giant quartz crystal going all the way up to the ceiling, the tip of the pyramid. You notice a gathering of great beings of light surrounding the table. You walk towards them, and as you look around, you notice thousands of other starseeds and light bearers are also here as well to receive their initiation. Great Lord Archangel Michael leads Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel. We are joined also by El Moria, Dwalkul, Hilarion, and the elder brother, Jesus the Christ. Archangel Michael asks you to lay on the table whenever you're ready. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax. You are most comfortable lying down. You are safe here. As you drift off into another level of deep activation, Archangel Michael has a few words. Beloved Master of Light, we know that integrating greater and greater amounts of Creator Light is a wondrous gift, but also a great challenge for the aspirant such as you upon the path. Just stepping onto the accelerated path of ascension first will be the activation and stirring up from within the ancient vibrational patterns from the astral body and the chakra system. These residual dense vibrations are not based on fact, but are distorted concepts from the animal-human consciousness, which is often a battleground for supremacy between the lower and higher mental and emotional faculties. Your great challenge now before you is to learn to look beyond the personality and the ego of those you interact with and seek to feel the love essence of their soul instead. Self-awareness must shift from personality consciousness to soul consciousness. It is now vitally important that you develop divine indifference to negativity so that you may stay centered within your sacred heart, thus giving you the access to your reservoir of God power. The surest indication that you have gained access to your sacred heart and the seed atom of God consciousness is a constant state of joy and an overwhelming feeling of love. This high-frequency radiation from your sacred heart core via your solar power center will affect everyone and everything around you. Just as the blessed essence of love, light, life is radiated to you from the higher dimensions of light, you must radiate out a portion of living light outwardly to humanity and the world at large. This is part of why you are here. The path of light you are creating, beloved one, will lead you back into the realms of light, where sacred love, joy, peace, and harmony prevail. Know that we are ever near to guide, direct, guard, and protect you now and evermore until the day that you will do the same for others. I and we will always be your faithful companions of the light. So it is now tonight that we come to a great moment in your ascension journey. This is a sacred initiation, scarce and scarcely ever happened to light bearers from a physical dimension. I have fashioned a great sword of flame by thought, for I knew there would come a time when you would require more than the energies of your own life stream to cut yourselves loose from the shackles and creations into which you have woven your energies. It is this sword which I present to you tonight. It is bathed in blue flame, and you may call upon it any time when you feel the negative pulls and negative energies of the lower fourth dimension. I charge now into this sword my love for you, my love of your every heartbeat, my love of God. It is not a sword of which to be frightened. It is a sword of redemption, a sword of hope, a sword of freedom, the truest kind. Take up this sword now, if you wish, my beloveds, and wield it with honor, truth, and valor. I ignite and blaze forth across your breast the insignia of the threefold flame: the golden flame of divine wisdom, the brilliant blue flame of power and will, and the iridescent pink flame of love and compassion, the feminine aspect of the Creator. My brave warriors, I ask you now to set your hearts free from the bonds of fear, hate, rejection, and limitation. Embrace the great spiritual freedom that is offered to you now through this sword, so that you may soar beyond the confines of time and space. Come now, I will guide and assist you as I have in the past. If you are ready for this profound gift and initiation into the order of the angelic realms, Archangel Michael and his legions of light, please repeat to yourself quietly now: I acknowledge my divinity. I accept my divine birthright as a co-creator with our Father, Mother God. I accept this to assist in the manifestation of heaven upon earth. I accept the sword of Archangel Michael as a symbol of my worthiness. I promise to wield the energies of the first ray of power, will, and authority with the highest amount of love and compassion for the highest good of all creation. Sacred flame from the very heart of God, blaze in, through, and around me into every electron of precious cosmic energy I have ever released or manifested, which is less than perfection. Transmute now cause, core, record, and memory of every thought, word, action, or feeling I have ever expressed, which has and may prevent me from knowing and accepting my true reality as a divine extension of God. I ask that the violet flame of forgiveness blaze through me now and henceforth, expanding moment to moment to the maximum that the cosmic law will allow me upon my soul's journey, until I am free from every pattern or belief less than the reality of my perfect God nature. I am the presence of God made manifest in the physical world of form, and I accept my divine birthright and my mission now. So be it, and so it is. Feel as the energies of these words activate you, cleanse you, clear you, and prepare you for the next level of your ascension journey on Earth. As you sit up now from the table, you notice the great Lords of Light taking a bow to your brilliance. A great gratitude for the work you are doing. For an ascension journey such as this upon the earth plane has never been undertaken in this way by such a one as you. All the galaxy is watching. And in this moment, you feel a great gratitude back to them and all the other star seeds around you. A great gathering of souls tonight upon the full moon. A great spiritual leadership initiation it is. For this is the time. Now, and this is the place, and you are the one. So take a bow to the legions of light in return. Take a bow to your fellow starseeds and light bearers with you. And take a moment to revel in this special energy before we return back. Every cell, every proton, every electron of your entire being is filled with golden white light. So when you're ready, let us begin the journey back to the front lines together. Let us bring our awareness to our sacred hearts in the center of the chest. A great glowing golden white sun is there. Feel the love of the Creator pulsing through you. Now return your awareness back to the celestial gateway in the third eye center. Imagine the doorway of light and move through it. And as you do, you are traveling back from the central sun in the great golden Christed white light wormhole, traveling at speed back towards the earth plane. You feel the presence of all the other starseeds moving with you, in front of you and behind you. A great journey at light speed. As you reach the earth, you slow down, but continue through the earth's atmosphere, down through the levels of sky, like a laser straight towards the place that you reside. Back through the ceiling, the roof, the rooms, to where you currently are in the physical. You feel your etheric body quietly merging with your physical self, like a jigsaw piece. And when you are ready, let's complete the journey back into the physical. Counting from 5 to 0, 0 being the most awake. 5, starting to feel the physical body and all the contact points wherever you sit or lie or stand. 4, feeling back, feeling the physical cells, feeling your blood, feeling your bones, the muscles. 3, just moving your feet, moving your wrists. 2, wiggling fingers and toes. 1, just moving the torso and head. 0, whenever you're ready, just coming back and opening your eyes. Welcome back, friends. I'll give you a moment to come back.
I'm not sure if you can see all the tears streaming down my face in that one.
Wow. Welcome back. Come back, come back.
Oh, that just goes to show how powerful these meditations really are. And they're just becoming stronger and stronger.
They sure are.
And I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again, but I think many of us starseeds have resonated with the kind of feeling like our whole life, even like as a child, that something really big was going to happen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
And it was almost like, this is it. This is the culmination of everything that we've been waiting for. And this is that moment. So that's what that was feeling like for me. Just really powerful.
Amazing. Alicia's crying as well. There you go. You guys are always connected. I love it. Well, thank you guys. We're honored by your attendance and presence tonight. As we were talking about on Thursday's meditation, hop on across to our website, sunflowerlifedk. And one thing that we want to just continually talk about is the Operation 500, which is, I'll bring it up on the screen here. Those of you who are on Thursday's meditation will know all about it. Let me just bring it up here for you. I'll take the chat off so we can see everything. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
For relaying these messages. It's just incredible.
So go across to Operation 500, as you can see on the screen here. And this is about, you can read it, but essentially it's about embodying the love for self, love for humanity, and love for Gaia at these times take 5 minutes a day to do that. And of course, as we do it across the world with our global audience, there'll be a cascading effect of that 500 frequency on the Hawkins scale.
Yeah, so that's the scale of consciousness. And the level of 500, he's got it broken down, would be the level of unconditional love. So, when you're living in the lower vibrations of anger and guilt and fear, it's funny because Alicia's even actually said that to me before when I've been like angry at the government or something, taxes or something like that. And she's like, where are you right now on the scale of consciousness? It just like completely brings you back and I'm not at the vibrational frequency that I want to be. So that's exactly why David's created this Operation 500, just setting your phone to 1111 or 111, and then the alarm will go off. And it's just that reminder wherever you are at to raise your vibration, raise your frequency to that level of unconditional love.
Yep. And we've got a whole bunch of designs. Let's see if I can find our Operational 500 t-shirt here quickly. We've got a little t-shirt for this as well if you want to embody that one step further on our storefront here. I'm not sure I can find that right away, but
yeah, David's been working hard creating lots of designs on our website.
So I can find.
We're waiting for our order. So next time, next meditation, next Sunday, hopefully we will be wearing some of our own gear for you guys. That is when we will see you next. I believe it is February 12th, next Sunday. So we're on this Sunday schedule back to our original schedule. So again, thank you all for joining us. And that will change again come March.
So this is men's. I have the women's up shortly, but this is the Operation 500 t-shirt, kind of a cool heart chakra design in the middle there. And this is on our website.
I love that.
It comes in many colors. You can go and check that out. I'm not going to bore you with it, but jump on to our website, have a look at that. And if you like it, then pick one up. They're super cheap and they're really nice too. But I had the women's version very, very shortly. But we're just honored to be doing initiatives like this with you. We got lots more. Was building another page today about spiritual leadership. And we're going to have some more really cool initiatives coming up. We're going to try and make the vast majority of what we do free of charge. We don't believe in sharing the knowledge that we're really borrowing from God. We don't believe in monetizing that to a large degree. Aside from when we come to bigger events where more funding is needed in the sort of tens of thousands of dollars range, there may be ticket prices and things like that. But aside from that, we do believe in sharing ourselves with you without having to monetize that, and that's a choice that we make willingly and lovingly. And we're able to do that because we've set other revenue streams up so we can do this work without the restriction of time and money and not have to charge for it. Now, not everyone is doing that. That's fine, but that's what we've chosen to do. And we will honor that as much as we can. So the work we do is very sacred. We're blessed to do it with you. And we couldn't do it without you. We were all here at this time to do it together. And as Kelly said, we all knew that something big was coming. And I don't think we can really fathom the magnitude of that. I remember when I was like 8 years old, I sat on the couch with my mom, and I said to her as I looked out the window of our farmhouse, I think the world's going to end. The world's ending. And I remember it vividly. But of course, there's nothing ending. We're just like energy doesn't go anywhere. It just transforms to somewhere else. We're actually beginning a whole new paradigm and a whole new earth. And it's going to be beyond anything we can imagine or speak about, because it's from the divine. It's heaven on earth. So amazing time, and we're blessed to be here with you. So thank you for joining us tonight.
And that's not to say that your donations and the money that we receive, it's always just an energetic exchange. And we're so grateful for everything. And it all feels so very positive. So again, thank you for showing up, and thank you for bringing your energy to this amazing community, and for being here, and for sharing your wonderful comments and stories. And I always just loved looking over at the chat so much. Someone's talking about their cat being named Leo Moon.
Oh, wow.
So we are
Cool.
full in the Leo Moon energies, and this is really just a reminder to just let our unfiltered self shine through. And you are all just acknowledged for being these beautiful, perfect beings. And we are so grateful to have you as part of our personal family of light. And everything just feels so good. I just feel like I'm on a high. I'm on another level from that meditation. I'm feeling all the emotions and all the activations right now. So
amazing. Yeah. So bringing that great sword of light, imagine it, whether you want to look at it down or up. I like to imagine it going through my crown and actually in my body, and flaming blue for the color of Archangel Michael. Whenever I wish to focus on something of purity, that I'm struggling with negative energies or something, which doesn't happen often, but we all get that. So it's a powerful initiation that we received tonight. So very, very special. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be on our mailing list and never avoid missing meditations like tonight, go to our website, thesunflowerlifedk, scroll to the bottom of the page, and there'll be a little mailing list, form to fill out. It's just two lines, your name and your email. And that goes straight to our mailing list. If you don't do it that way, I'll probably miss your email now, because I'm not doing it that way anymore. I used to add the emails manually to our mailing list, so that will now go automatically. But we're out of time, guys, so we hope you enjoyed tonight. Share this meditation with as many people as you feel called to do so, that you feel will add value to. And we're going live for another global mass meditation next Sunday. I believe we're on Sundays now. We're back to our original time, which is cool.
I know, it is cool.
That's where we began.
And then our next podcast episode, Towards the Light, will be Wednesday, February 22nd. So that'll be the 222 portal with Aaron Abke. We're so delighted to have him as our guest. And he is going to be finishing our podcast with a meditation as well. So big, exciting stuff coming up. And we hope that you join us for all of it. Thank you, guys.
Lots of love, guys. Towards the light.
Towards the light.
We'll see you soon.